Louis Domingue, lower body day to day. Nothing serious, but just didn't think he could play today, so brought Peters up we'll see where it is tomorrow.
Do you anticipate Justin going on the trip with you, or you have to reevaluate tomorrow?
We'll see where it is in the morning. Yeah, we'll practice in the morning before we leave.
So, Dave, Mike Smith's back in as the starter. What are you expecting tonight from Mike after what happened the other night?
Expect him to play very well. He was disappointed, like the rest of our team, about his performance, and we expect him to jump back in and play well.
This Edmonton team, it seems like a different team from recent memory. A thought or two on what they've done so far in the season and what you're expecting tonight?
Well, the top line with McDavid and Lucic on it have been a real good line, and they've added some key pieces to their team. They've tried to stabilize their blue line a little bit, but McDavid is really the player that drives that team, and if you watch him play, he's a very good player.
You've watched him play as his coach at an international level. Is it simply his speed that makes him stand out, or is it a combination of things? Speed
and skill. He plays the game at a very high pace, and his hands keep up with him at that pace. So he's just a really good player.
Something with Louis when he came in on relief the other night? Yeah.
Just after the game, he wasn't feeling right, and we kind of monitored yesterday, and we didn't want to take any chances today, so we left him off the ice.
Do you have to make any roster-type moves since Justin's emergency? Louis still on the active roster?
I don't even think Justin's emergency. I think we had a roster spot there.
Okay, so everyone stays on the roster.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Dave, there's something about culturally about guys like Sidney Crosby and Connor McDavid that have such expectations heaped on them early. They've lived up to them, but they have a humility about them. You've been around them, coached against them. What is it about that, do you think?
That's probably an inner confidence, but probably a part of a privacy. They do get, you're a top young star. There's lots of fanfare around you, and I think there's a lot of the hockey personality would rather go against that fanfare. I've seen it with players like Mario Lemieux, and I don't know Crosby well. I've met him, but I'm sure he's the same. They like some downtime, and young stars get lots of pressure put on them, but I'm sure that, like everybody else, like some quiet time.
You've also sort of been groomed for this along the way, north of the border, right?
Well, it's when you're a player like that, you've come up and you've had to deal with it your whole life. So it's just because you get in the NHL, things are magnified, but you still have a pretty good dose of reality there.
What was he like in the North America room?
Very, real humble, but workmanlike, very professional.
Dave, what have you seen from Anthony D'Angelo to kind of stay in the lineup since this call-up? What has he done well? What's he still learning?
He really helps our power play. He moves the puck very well. Him and Goligoski have been a pretty good pair. And, in the game today, if you can't move the puck, you're going to be behind. So he's come in and done a nice job for us in that area.
Chychrun's, where's he at? Is he kind of just as part of his process?
He's just taking a couple days to catch his breath here a little bit. He went from a player that, in training camp and making our team was just reckless abandon. He was just going to do whatever it took to play. And now, as we get deeper into it, he's had some games where I think he's slowed down a little bit just because he's overthinking situations. So just give him a couple days to catch his breath there, and we'll see where it goes from there.